Ah, the lovely sensation of feeling like you're forgetting something. Hang on, I gotta pull the guide back up. All done. Feeling better? Fresh air does wonders for you. Well, for a given value of fresh anyway. I insist that it sounds like dynamite. No, it was too long to be dynamite. It sounded more like a heavy-duty tool. You're a heavy-duty tool. Yes, I am. Wait, that... Damn it! Oh, welcome back. I could have sworn this place looked a lot more pink the last time we came in. Maybe it's the lighting. Hey bartender, what did that noise just now sound like to you? I say it sounds like construction, but Betty here says it sounds like dynamite or something like that. Not you two. You think it's dynamite then? What? No, I say it's backfire. It's a gunshot. Firecrackers! See? Those sounds have been going on all night and we can't figure out what they are. Well, we aren't here to discuss that. We're here to... who's he? Gillian. Nice to meet you. Oh no, you have more of a John face. Where was he last weekend? I don't know and I don't care. He already made amends for leaving me to fend off all those dogs. Anyway, what do you want? Beer? Oh, what the hell, I'll have a beer too. 2 beers coming right up. Is it just beer? It's literally just beer. Cool. Here you go. Thank you. Man, after work beer is always the best beer. Yeah. So tell me, bartender. Just call me Jill. Jill? That's a nice name. How's business lately? As usual. Wait, I guess you don't really know what usual means for us. We're not the kind to be filled to the brim during rush hours, and we don't have that many regulars. So, it's just the same. Nothing's changed. I guess when we came here with all of the dogs, it was quite the change of pace, huh? You have no idea. So what brings you here today? I suggested coming here after work. It's Friday. A drink to kick off the weekend is one of those little things that makes life worthwhile. But he did only suggest it after I found him hugging a stuffed corgi in his office. Stuffed corgi? A plushie, not an overfed dog. I see. Wait, you have an office? Yeah. What's weird about that? I thought you'd have a cubicle or a kennel. Kennel. I mean, you don't hear much about office boys getting their own offices. Not hard considering the rest of the staff don't use chairs or tables. Even I have my own office. I don't know about that. The mess they left in the bathroom usually requires someone with thumbs. Chairs and tables seem like lesser evils. And you're the veterinarian after all? Kennel. What about a kennel? I don't know, I just thought it'd be cute if one day I went to work and they had one waiting for me. like they saw me as one of them. So, where did you get that plushie? Oh, I gave it to him. It was my gift last Mega Christmas. Wait, so he got defensive over being caught hugging a gift you gave him? That's the funniest part. He acted like I didn't know he had it. I was just glad he was enjoying it, you know? Why are you two talking like I'm not here? Because you're not giving any input anyway. So how's stuff up at Doglandia? Well, we recently struck a deal with Farmer Fabrics to start a doggy clothing line. Farmer Fabrics? That name rings a bell. It's the textile company where the owner believes herself to be an alpaca. Oh, yeah, that one. We had her here some time ago. She got drunk and so much saliva everywhere. Oh. But anyway, dog clothes? We hired a new employee and she showed the higher up some designs. After a couple of talks, they decided to give the clothing production a try. Those designs were embarrassing, you know? But something tells me that's why they were approved. You guys want anything else? I'll have whatever this guy orders. Let's see, I'll have a Brantini. 2 Brantinis then. 2 Brantinis. Here you go. You have such a wimpy taste in drinks, Steel. Not all of us spent their weekends in college partying like maniacs. Actually, not all of us went to college. You missed nothing. Sometimes I wish I could go back in time and kick myself. Something on your mind? That girl that's designing the clothes. Laura, what about her? She's cute, but she should take more care in her appearance. I mean, right now she fits the unkempt cutie category so well that it's almost painful. It's so cliched that I can't help but cringe when looking at her. Cringe? It's like when you see something that's such a cheesy movie cliche. You just feel the need to kick whatever the hell it is. Kick? Betty, I didn't think I'd have to say this to you twice in the same month, but you shouldn't kick people. I wasn't gonna kick her. Why'd you think I'd kick her? Because I've seen you kick people before. Apparently unprovoked or due to complicated reasons only you understand. Fine. Guilty as charged. Still, I'm gonna do something about her. I feel like I just need to. It's a matter of honor. Honor, she says. Maybe honor isn't the right word. But she has potential and I'm not going to let her waste it. Jill, I'm going to go back and check the antenna on the roof. Alright. She's your boss, right? Didn't you meet her before? Nope, I'm just the veterinarian. The dogs were the ones that organized a meeting with her. I say she's really good looking. But honestly, those pants rob her of her charm. What do you mean? They make her look too uptight, and at a glance she doesn't seem like the type. Some shorts or a skirt would fit her better. Well, she wears a skirt or pants depending on her mood. There was also this one time where she came in wearing a kilt. That kilt was awesome. Damn, she has nice hearing. Now that I think about it, you have the hobby of speculating what someone's personality is like based just on their looks. I mean, you did the same with Jill here. Amazing, you actually made that sound weird as hell. Yes, I have the habit of trying to guess someone's behavior based on their looks. No, it's not a hobby. You made that sound like I'm some sort of creep. It did? What did you think about me? Nothing much, really. Mostly that you were too polite. Not a natural polite, though. More like a professional polite. You're like that because you need to be. That was it, really? Although the way you looked at me when I said your boss could use a skirt or shorts was interesting. You seemed interested in what I said, like you'd like to see that scenario. You're thinking too much. What do you think about Gil, then? He's either a total simpleton or acts like one in a way that consumes the rest of his character. Yeah. But anyway, I'm just a veterinarian. My judgment might be clouded by seeing so many furry businessmen. Let's have another round. Sounds like a good idea. I'll have something strong. You need to pump some testosterone into your tastes and drinks. You'll thank me later, trust me. Then, 2 strong drinks, manly drinks. I don't care which ones. Well, you shut up. 2 strong manly drinks. Here you go. Now drink. Oh man up, you'll get used to it. Hey Jill, has someone ever proposed to you as a prank? You know, make you think they're falling in love with you just to reveal that it was all a prank? Jill? First year of high school. The guy I had my eyes on for a whole year had asked me out. Saturday morning I go to the meeting place. What do I find? It was all a prank by some bitches. Ouch. Sorry, Worst part isn't that they set me up, but rather that I saw it coming. I knew that guy wouldn't find me attractive enough to ask me out. I knew those bitches would target me sooner or later just for kicks. I knew it all, so when it all happened, I felt nothing. They confirmed my suspicions that teenagers are a plague that must be eradicated. Anyway, why the question? Hey, piece of scrap. Yeah? These are the situations where you should have stopped me before I said anything. It's better to learn by tripping yourself. Why the question, though? I was asking because one of my ex's cousins has been hitting on me the past couple of days. If it were somebody else, I'd pretend to be straight with the help of this piece of scrap here. Alright. Sadly, she knows who I am. Worst part is, knowing Barrow should probably put her cousin up to it as a practical joke. Well, I should just tell the cousin that she should cut it out. If she feels genuinely offended, then maybe they might not have been in cahoots. But I'm just spouting nonsense based on what you've told me. Don't pay too much attention. It's better than my suggestion. What was yours? Waterboarding. What? The fact that she knows how to waterboard somebody is what scares me most. The Girl Scouts also taught me how to skin a deer, and I see nobody making a fuss about that. But yeah, your advice sounds good enough. Especially when you factor that if Gina's being honest about her, she probably wouldn't feel offended. Gina, which one was that again? Blonde, flat as a cutting board, but cute as a button. Oh yeah, she came to the office Christmas party, right? That's the one. Well, it's getting late. We should be going. Yeah. Thank you again for everything, Jill. Bye. Please come again. Back. This damned cat's moving the internet antenna. Oh yeah, Gil. Some guy said I should tell you that the bunny's late. Whatever that means. Oh shit. Boss, I'm leaving early. If I don't come back in 2 days, consider me as good as dead. Yeah. Shouldn't we be worried? Think of him as a kid that tells outrageous stories to get attention and everything will be easy. Besides, he knows how to take care of himself. Yeah. He'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened. In any case, I'll be back in my office. Maybe now I can finish watching that didgeridoo tutorial. Hello, Jill. Oh, Stella, you're here for another drink today? Not really. I was just around the neighborhood and... Hang on. Just around the neighborhood and... Right. Anyway, found this bottle being neglected at my house and thought, oh, thank you! I got a gift and an achievement. And thought someone who likes old liquor as much as you would appreciate it. Really? I don't know what to say. Thanks. Well, it's nothing really. This just in. The Apollo Trust Bank has locked its doors, leaving about 30 people trapped inside. The security system was activated after somebody tried to steal information from the main database. Early this morning, the bank... Oh gods. Sigh. I wonder if she'll be alright. Hello, Jamie. Good evening, Jill. Did you see the news about the Apollo Trust Bank? Newsflash just ended. Sounds like things got ugly. From what I heard, there was a commotion earlier today. Something about people being unable to leave the building. Let's hope for the best. Yeah. Gil stormed off just a minute ago, though. I see. I guess the bunny was late. He definitely knows what's going on. What can I get you? Give me a Mars Blast. Coming right up. Just a Mars Blast. One Mars Blast. Yeah, this is the one. Mars Blast have always seemed poorly named to me. Shouldn't it be red instead of yellowish? Then again, the whole red planet thing is still its nickname. So how have you been doing? I was working a contract, actually. The target's inside the Apollo Trust Bank. Figured I'd simply leave them be for now. And then you came for a drink. Yeah. Part of me wants to ask who your target is, but I'm guessing it's a secret. I can tell you that it appears to be part of a power struggle somewhere. Has the target ever made you a counteroffer to go after the one that sent you? They usually don't live long enough. I also don't like it when a target who's seen my face manages to survive. What happened? Nothing. I just suddenly thought, what if someone sent you after me? I'd reject the contract. You would? I don't ask the name of many people here, you know. And I always remember those names I've asked. They're real in my eyes. I like to know them better, and to some extent I care about them. I need that, because otherwise, nothing you should concern yourself with. But don't worry, unless you suddenly find yourself caught in the middle of a power struggle, the only way I see you becoming tangled up in that kind of mess is if you find yourself too involved with gangs. Thanks for the advice, I guess. Still, the thought of people hiring others to kill somebody is... Can't wrap my head around that, and I don't want to either. The world can be a dark place, Jill. Say, do you think the people in the bank will be alright? This isn't the first time a bank is closed like that, but something is off about this. Off how? I don't know. Maybe it's the hour, maybe it's the fact that the news is making an unusually big stink out of it. Let's hope I'm just overthinking it. Yeah. Are you worried about something? A girl that was in here yesterday said she was going to that bank. It's not like me to be personally invested in what happens to clients, but... Never mind. You want something else? Yeah. I can make time for one more drink. Fetch me a beer. Let's keep it simple. Sure. Let's give him a big beer. Here you go. I once read that beer played an important part in humanity's history. Yeah, I'm familiar with the theory. It's an interesting one. Just a visit that brewing was an important part of society during its development. Drinks were ubiquitous while feasting. They hoped to foster bonds and build faction alliances. Given enough time and enough beer, larger societies would be born. You seem to know a lot about this. Nah, just enough. Last time you came, you mentioned something about going haywire. What did you mean? I'm intrigued. Have you ever felt like your sanity has slipped right by you? Well, a client earlier tonight was driving me nuts, but aside from that, no. Truth be told, neither have I, but I'm afraid of it happening. How so? I don't know. I just have the lingering fear that at some point I won't be myself. I'll go crazy. I'll wake up a stranger to myself and I won't care. It's just an irrational fear that lingers in me and there's nothing I can do about it. Like the fear of cockroaches for some people. Only instead of fearing a crawling nuisance, you fear lunacy. Something like that. Sometimes I wonder if unloading my brain would solve all these problems. Well, that technology is still a ways away off. I've heard of a couple of experiments regarding the technology, but it seems everything's still too buggy. I'll have to wait until it's safe then. Until then, don't worry too much about those possibilities unless they're tangible enough. Otherwise, you're no better than a hypochondriac. Good point. The way you said it makes it sound less like something you feel might happen. Something that you're just afraid could happen at some point. Pretty much it, yeah. Doesn't that make you saner? I mean, were you really on your way to becoming an unhinged maniac? I don't know if you think about it at all. You might have a point there. Well then, nice talking to you, Jill. Same here. Always a pleasure. Say hello to Gillian. We're gonna go with Gil. Gillian for me when he comes back. Please come again. Phew, all done. You want to stay here? Seems the street's quite restless. Thanks, but I'll pass. I have a couple of matters to attend to at home. You do? Yeah, I ordered a nano camo module for my apartment. It should be installed by now. Nano camo? Isn't that a tad expensive? Yep. To be honest, I asked my mom for it. She had been pestering me about what gift I wanted for Mega Christmas for a while. I've been asking that for 4 years now, and I've always said I was fine. So I took the chance and asked her for it. Used up all of the past gifts. Oh. It was a bit weird to ask your parents for a gift like that when you're 27. I'm sure she doesn't mind. So will the nano camo module change from your apartment? I got the basic plan. Walls and one piece of cloth. So I picked my cotton katatsu too. You have a why can't I get katatsu out? Because I keep trying to say kan. It's katatsu. You have a katatsu? You know what a katatsu is, boss? I'm more impressed you know what it is. I mean, futons are common knowledge, but a katatsu, not so much. Yeah, well, days get cold and the heater might not be enough. The Japanese have mastered how to live comfortably in reduced spaces. You should invite me sometime. I want to see how you decorate the place with that. Let's plan a day to grab a beer. Yeah. Well, I gotta go. See you tomorrow, boss. Careful out there. Hell yeah. We made the big monies. Jill wants to buy a fan even though it's winter. Buying will prevent her from getting too distracted. What's nano camo? Something to liven up things in this room. Well, we've got plenty of moolah. We do need to buy the Joker Cyclone. Nano Cam. Camotan is our mascot. She's designed by veteran character designer from Sukaban Games, Kieran51. Okay, cool. It's got an achievement. Okay, well we're gonna need a lot of money. There's a couple things we can do to get gifts or like get achievements. We're gonna get 2 achievements in just a minute. Wish we could. We have 2,000. We definitely don't have enough money to go and buy everything, do we? No, we do not. Especially if we bought the replica toy Turing. Some of these will have to be done at like the end of the game. Alright, let's read all of our things real quick. Dangerous you, dangerous opinions. White Knight just beat me up. I'm fucking crying right now, let me tell you the story. Waiting for OP to deliver. I'm here. Anyway, here it goes. I was going home after buying groceries at the store. I was very tired because I had to line up for hours just to buy milk, and when I finally got out there, a group of 3 white knights stopped me and started asking for my ID, and also wanted to see my bag to check if I wasn't a scalper. And once they saw everything was in order, they asked me for a military service ID, and just, what the fuck, why would I have that on me? And there was no enforced conscription anymore. It doesn't make sense. And because I didn't have it on me, they asked for money or else they'd plant drugs on me. I of course refused, but they'd lose their patience, and one of them hit me right in the temple with a gun. I was bleeding like crazy on the floor, so they just took my groceries and left. Holy shit, man, I fucking hate this place. I hate it so fucking much. I want to leave this fucking hellhole. I'm so tired of this shit every fucking day. Streaming Chan thread. Streaming Chan went nuts last night. Where the hell is she now? I don't even recognize the place she's at right now. It doesn't look pretty either. At least she's getting some rest. What did I miss? Streaming Chan went to Valhalla, got a bit drunk, and got the hell out of there all hyper. Tried to steal snacks from a vending machine, but the thing defended itself with an electric shock. I'm gonna marry Streaming Chan. That's freaking nuts. You just don't mess with those things. She fell asleep from the shock. As expected from Streaming Chan, I just hope nothing happens to her while she lays there. Falls asleep at a shoddy back street in Glitch City. She'll be fine. Apollo Bank is getting attacked. Apollo Bank is being attacked, and no one is reporting on it. Are you actually surprised? Considering the nature of their threat, it's clear that Quincy doesn't want to take the blame. What a fucking coward. Do we have any sources there? I'm posting from the site. It looks like someone's inside the bank with a huge bomb threatening to blow up the building. Any demands? They want Quincy to quit and the White Knights disbanded. Wow. So they're actually helping the protesters? That's not the way to help people. What if this is just a huge false flag to blame the opposition? I wouldn't be surprised. This fucking place, lol. Let's wait for more info. Alarms rise as the Apollo Trust Bank suffers terrorist attack. Updating by Kimberly Lavelle. Hijacked screens at downtown Casanova announce what seems to be a terrorist threat aimed at the Apollo Trust Bank. The information suggests that a currently unidentified bomber is already inside the building. The White Knights counterterrorism unit responded to the threat immediately. However, the bank was then locked down by an external network attack. We might be dealing with a dual threat here, CTU's Chloe Bauer told AE. The bank has been sealed shut using its own disaster prevention system. However, none of the terminals at the bank were working at the time. The building is basically sealed at this point. The hostages are trapped. The Augmented Eye is being attacked. Hi everyone, we take your security seriously here at the Augmented Eye, and we have the obligation to disclose that recent articles on Alice Rabbit were vandalized by who we think is Alice Rabbit themselves, or a very good impersonator. We want to extend our apologies and inform that we will be limiting our coverage of Alice Rabbit to just factual news and not entertainment pieces. Sincerely, the AE staff. Pollution to reach historic levels next year by Kimberly Lavelle. Even though most countries in the world have adapted their economics to solve the ongoing problem of climate change, Glitch City still relies on ancient technologies in order to keep costs low with profits high. As a result of this backwards policy, it seems as though we'll be experiencing a huge increase in air pollution next year. Our contamination levels will force the whole population to move away from a lot of areas within the city. The soil is dying at an alarming pace, said experts in a report. Having to buy special raincoats and umbrellas does suck, but experts say you better get used to it. Good evening. Huh? Didn't expect you today. I was waiting for you to call and say you wouldn't be coming or something. Things at the Apollo Bank are getting nutty, so that means more people will be looking for a drink. You can take a break, you know? You're quite the hard worker. And the streets are not exactly safe right now. They've never been when you get down to it. And besides, I can't afford to not come with the bar closing soon. Wonder if any bar has used impending closure as a means of getting their employees to work. Seems like the total opposite would happen. Not to mention I get bored out of my brains in my apartment, so I'd rather come here anyway. What'd you say? Nothing important. Gil isn't back yet? Nope. Wouldn't worry too much about him though. If you say so. Say, what's this bottle? Client gave it to me yesterday. A gift of sorts, I'm guessing. Oh, cool. It's some sort of rum. Rum? Nice. Want me to serve you a bit of it? Yeah, sure. Let's give the boss some run. Here you go. Alright. I'm gonna enjoy this in my office, thanks. Anytime. Okay then. Do I already have that achievement? I already do have that achievement. Cool. Time to serve, mix, and change like. That's not right. Wait, that's not how it goes. No one here to report. Man, it feels lonely without Gil here. Just hope the restlessness in the streets doesn't lead to dangerous or weird types coming in here. Good evening. Holy shit, that was a record-breaking jinx. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? I'll have a blue fairy. Don't make a joke about becoming real. Don't make a joke about becoming real. On it. Let's give this brain. Sorry, my back itches. Give this brain a blue fairy. Here you go. Nice. Yeah, this is the thing. So, how are you gonna... Oh, you can grab stuff. Should have figured as much. You can drink stuff? And eat. I have the same system Lilam do. Can I ask you something? Miss. Call me Taylor. Just Taylor. And yes, a cootie like you can ask me anything. Okay, Taylor. You have to be the first person I've met that didn't go, okay, just Taylor. Not too easy. You are a Brandon jar, right? I'm sure not a hologram of that, I am sure. Yep, I'm a bona fide human brain in a jar. So, how? Why? What? Does my handsomeness make you speechless? You're not something a girl sees every day, and that's saying quite a bit in these parts. Fear not, for I have a speech prepared for these situations. A speech? You're seeing one of the 5 great living bottled brains of the world. We are brains living in conditions that allow us to exist as any other humanoid creature, all while computers in our jars scan our activities. In a slow but steady manner, we are helping the world understand the inner workings of nature's most complex computer. I'm guessing you prepared that after being asked the same question too many times, huh? Not out of exasperation or anything like that, mind you. I just wanted to have something thoughtful prepared. Look, I even have a couple of pamphlets with me. You want one? Sure. What brings one of our world's 5 brains in a jar to this place, though? Oh, I'm from around here, actually. I just wanted to take a walk for the first time in quite a bit of time. Have you been here before? Sadly, no. Otherwise, I'd remember a cute face like yours. Speaking of which, can I have your name? It's Jill. Jill. That's a really cute name. Thank you. Say, weren't you scared of going outside today? What with the commotion around and all? It didn't stop you from coming here either, did it? Yeah, you're right. It's gonna take more than cryptic but ominous news to stop me. You're awfully energetic, did you know that? Sorry, does that bother you? No, not at all, just that I figured a Brandon jar wouldn't be so happy. While I was alive, my body got to a point where there wasn't much I could do. This new state of existence allows me to accomplish more than I ever could before. Plus, I'm doing something that'll help people in the long run. Wouldn't you be happy? I wonder. Do you want to make me happy, Jill? Depends on what it takes. Don't worry, just give me a beer. I dropped his accent. Alright then, yeah, I'll make you happy. Here, a beer. Ah, yes, no matter what happens, beer is always good. Hey Taylor, may I ask something a bit indiscreet? You can ask anything you want. While you had your other body, were you male or female? That's actually quite the question. Especially considering I don't really know the answer either. You don't? I mean, I remember my name was Taylor. In fact, I remember every detail of my life. But that's the one thing that's still a bit blurry. Blurry? Yeah. The team that put me here said that it might be a side effect of the whole process. But my family and friends say that even in life I didn't put too much thought into questions about gender. So in the end, we're back to square one. Wait, don't you have pics or anything else? To be honest, I've chosen not to look too deeply into my old identity. Partially because I'm happier in this ambiguous state, but also because I have this gut feeling that I'm not psychologically prepared to see what I look like. I don't know. I feel like if I do, I might crumble. Damn. Just out of curiosity, in a third-person scenario, how should one refer to you? By my name. I guess that makes sense. If you absolutely need to use pronouns, refer to me like you'd refer to any other house appliance, a TV or anything like that, and it. Are you okay with that? In the end, even if I can speak, I'm just an object. That's actually something I've internalized a long time ago, even with my original body. I see. If that doesn't make you comfortable, please feel free to use neutral pronouns. To be honest, you can refer to me however you want. I don't really pay mind to that. This isn't about what makes me comfortable. You know what the downside to this body is? I can't get drunk. If you want to call that a downside. If you wanted to drink alcohol for the taste, there are many alternatives. Drunkenness is part of the whole experience. Why though? Lone can get drunk with no problem. Yeah, but in their case, their brain's a computer attached to their body. Getting drunk causes their brains to reduce the input speed to their bodies. Depending on the model, their drunk subroutine might throw in a different behavioral cycle even. It's hard to get drunk when the whole point of you being in a jar is figuring out exactly how you work. Yeah, you're right. Hey Jill. Oh, Alma. Just Alma? Where's the courtesy one would expect from a plebeian bar staff? Welcome to Valhalla, what can I get you? Happy? Not when you put it that way. Why, hello there, beautiful. Whoa! You hurt my feelings with that, darling. Sorry, you don't see talking disembodied brains every day. I mean, I did work a summer in a little maintenance, but even then, those were talking heads. Oh, don't worry about it. At least you're not running or fainting. Your name was Alma, right? I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you, Taylor. Say, Alma, can I buy you a drink? Sorry, I only date people who are at least 50% organic, and have at least one face. I know just what to strive for then. Just kidding, it'd make me happy to make you happy by buying you a drink. Does that bother you? I guess if Joe's the bartender, I don't have a problem with it. Awesome, I'll pay for your next drink then. What will you have? I'll have a cobalt velvet. And you, Taylor? I'm fine, actually. You gonna have me drink alone? I don't want to drink that much. Okay then. Good drink. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy it. You know, you've been nicer to me these past minutes than at least 3 guys have been in the last year. Judging from the way you two talk, I'm guessing you've been a client here for a while, right? Only for about half a year or so, if memory serves right. Really? One would think it's been longer. It feels like it's been longer. Shut up, you love me and you know it. So you just started coming here and that was it? Well, the first time I came here, the other guy, speaking of which, where's Pablo? Gillian? Archimedes? Dunno, adventuring or something. Anyways, the other guy served me the first time I came here. Nothing unusual there. Next time I showed up, Jill here was the one serving, and I don't know, I feel like she just gets me. There's this chemistry. We click. We click, she says. The fact that I feel more chemistry with her than many other people is kind of sad, though. It's always good to see a nice friendship. It's always good to see a nice friendship. Sadly, it's getting late, and I've gotta go. I'll leave you two lovely ladies alone. See ya. Bye. Please come again. That tailor shirt was nice. A bit weird at first, though. Apparently one of 5 brains being studied by scientists or something. There's a summary of it in this pamphlet. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've heard of them before. Can't believe I actually met one. Say, Alma, how many people are there in your family? Just curious. Well, aside from my mom and dad, we're 4 sisters, 1 brother. Funnily enough, we all have names that start with the first 5 letters in the alphabet. So you're the eldest one? No, I'm actually the middle kid. You're the middle kid, but your name starts with an A? Don't think too much about it. I never said the order reflected our ages. My sister Charlotte is the eldest one, then there's Danya just before me. Then comes Ava at the bottom, lies Belt. Sorry, the younger one is Bernardo. You've never been alone, I'm guessing. Can't complain about that, I guess. It helps that we were never 5 in the same house. By the time Avita and Bernie were born, Daya and Charlotta had already moved. Speaking of family, today I came because I needed a break from everything that's been going on with them. Do you live with them? No, but Avita and Bernie do, not to mention I visit them almost every day. Anyway, my second eldest sister, Diana, just separated from her husband. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. She left her kid with her husband's parents and pretty much forgot about them. Never mind the fact that they need to go to school and all that. Damn. Diana's life has always been messy, but these days she's really making it big. She wants time for herself to live her life. She didn't think about that when she married the guy at 20. She didn't think about that when marrying a guy she'd only known for like 3 months. You should take your own advice. Hey, I'd never marry someone who could catch my attention so quickly. Okay? Sure, there was that one time when it almost happened, but I blame the damn stadium kiss cam. Kiss cam? I was going out with a guy my little sister introduced to me. Seemed like he was her friend's brother or something. We went out a couple of times and he invited me to a basketball game. The mood was nice, but then later the kiss cam focused on us and instead of kissing me, he proposed. I almost got caught in the mood and accepted. Huh. So I take it you rejected him in a stadium on the fucking kiss cam? We went out for like 3 weeks. I don't know, maybe he wanted to get in my pants with the old sex on the wedding night line. But I honest to God can't understand why he thought it would be a good idea. That sounds too convoluted, you know, proposing and waiting for the wedding night just for sex. Never underestimate the lengths a man is willing to go to get you in their bed. I've seen more convoluted plots over the years. I'm feeling tempted to ask, but I'll pass. Want anything else? It's that bottle. Oh yeah, it's just some rum a client gave me yesterday. A gift? What'd you do? A good enough service, I'm guessing. Kasake. Huh, interesting name. What does it mean? Kasake is the name of the chieftain in some native tribe. I see. You want me to serve you some of this? I'll pass. I don't have too many good memories where rum's involved. Get me a French weaver instead, will you? Alright. Wonder what's up with her and rum. But anyways, let's just give her a French weaver instead. One French weaver. What kind of memories do you have with rum? Nothing you need to worry about. Okay. Alright, now it's my turn to ask questions. About what? What kind of family is your family? Well, I'm an only child. My mom and dad split amicably. My mom is a violinist, so she was always away from home with the orchestra. Aside from that, I'd say my childhood was quite uneventful. Oh, I forgot to read that last line, didn't I? Huh. Didn't you get something like your mom's artistic vein or something? I played the violin until I was around 16, I think. What made you stop? I don't know. I just kind of said that's it one day and stopped. What about cousins or the rest of your family? I see very little of them, actually. Mainly because my dad moved away from most of them. Most of my mom's family live in France to boot. So your mom's French? Yep. Can you speak French? No, I'm not even gonna try. Ooh, what does that mean? Rubbish? I don't know, I can't speak French. Did try though, but college started and I stopped taking classes. Funny thing, I actually have a cousin from my mom's side that lives close by. But you'd be hard pressed to make me spot him in a crowd. Kinda lucky, you know? All of my mom's side of the family lives here. Chances of me meeting someone I'm related to on the street are ridiculously high. But yeah, that's the primer of my family. Nothing too interesting, sadly. Your mom's a French violinist and you call that uninteresting? I'm wondering if your family has ever made a fuss about you being a hacker. Hacker makes it sound too exotic. It's like if I called you a mixologist. Please don't. Ever. Sounds like something somebody would say to make a bartender sound sophisticated. See? I mean, hacker is a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm a security consultant. People want to find flaws in the security of their systems, and I do my best to pinpoint where it breaks. Be it Glitch City or anywhere else in the world. If they need security, I'm their woman. You've told quite a few stories about cracking into databases to retrieve info like it's some sort of mercenary, though. That doesn't change the fact that hacker is not the best term to use. Makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually an honest job. Then you just tell me you once secured some incriminating pics from a guy's cell phone? A mostly honest job, sheesh. What made you become a hacker, by the way? I've always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid, I always had a Sudoku or crossword with me. But at some point, it started feeling kind of samey. So when I started college, I took a course on system security. It felt like the kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there are all kinds of things involved in breaching net security. You need to attack the stuff from different angles. And it's something that's always evolving. The whole point of everything is to strengthen security. Every time you think you've got the gist of it, they change everything. So it's kind of like an always evolving puzzle. Puzzle I help make harder at that. Huh. I didn't think about it that way. It is less actiony than what movies make it up to be, though. No real-time fractal typing, nothing like that. Still, seeing my code break through something, it's an amazing feeling. Will you have anything else? I'll have a classy drink. Any classy drink. Here goes nothing. Alright, how do we make the flamin' moe? Here you go. Yep, just what I needed, thanks. Say Joe, what's the worst that's gonna happen if you don't get your drinks right? Hey Joe, what's the worst that could happen if you don't get your drinks right? Well, people have the right to not give me money. If they don't pay for it, I don't get my bonus. A bonus means less money and no tips, which doesn't help because I have to pay bills. Oh, I see. Do you have to make an effort to pay your bills? Nope. You have no idea how much I hate you right now. Well, my job pays pretty well, and I'm not the kind to spend too much on things other than food and bills. Maybe maintenance on my hands and new equipment, but aside from that... Oh, I know. If you had trouble with your bills, why not live with me? We could be roommates. Dunno. Moving my stuff through the stairs because the elevator's broken. Having to move my liquor collection. Never mind the fact that my cats are shut in. They got very upset the one time I moved some furniture around. The idea of moving just gives me a headache. Shouldn't take things so seriously when I say them, you know? I don't, but I've thought about it before. Now I need some air. I'm gonna take my break. You wanna come? Are you inviting me to the back of the bar? You should invite me to dinner first. Every minute you waste making jokes is time taken away from my break. Fine, let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Call me if anyone comes in. Sure.